say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. Stop number 2 on this Thursday. We're live here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Already been at Westside Elementary at the tour school. Stop number 1. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. So now we are here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton, the mom and pop furniture store. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. They got a great Mother's Day sale coming up. We'll tell you all about that. Daryl's going to join us, the owner here, in just a little while. We're going to be joined by Andrew McKeon, El Presidente of Carter County Bank. Also going to be joined by Jerry Agan. Jerry Agan is the Agriculture Teacher of the Year from Elizabethton High School. He just won this award this week, so he's going to be with us. We're going to brag on him a little bit. We've got baseball coming up today, 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Here's what you're going to see, audio only. There it is. That's what you'll be able to see and hear, as we'll bring it to you, the play-by-play audio only. That's what's happening again today. That's what's going to be happening for the entire tournament. So there you go. That's as your good friends at the TSSAA, you can thank them for that. So anyway, we got lots going on. We got high school baseball started yesterday. Softball starts today from the tournament. We'll tell you who played, who won yesterday. Some upsets, none bigger than in 3A. The elimination game, Sullivan East had lost 10 in a row. 10 in a row. They bounced back and came up off the carpet, if you will, and beat Crockett and eliminated the Pioneers in a shocker for me. 7-2. That was a heck of a game as the team that lost 10 in a row, and so they bounced back and they come in and upset Crockett, who's been eliminated. So it'll be East and the Cyclones at 5 o'clock and Tennessee I Unicoi County at 7:30 tonight. All that at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. We'll go on air the broadcast audio only with our game, 4:40 airtime with the number 1 seed in the tournament, the Cyclones, the first-year coach Mike Corn. Very excited about that. We'll bring that to you again, as we said, coming up. We'll start it at 4:40 airtime. First pitch at 5 o'clock today from Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. Jennifer Nettles front and center. She is ready to roll with the national anthem. We'll jump right in, talk, and take a look and talk about high school baseball and softball tournament play as we kick off the show, number 2279, here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we're going to be joined by, she's here, we're going to have her on the show just in a second. Let's run down high school baseball. Tournament started yesterday. As we told you, the big upset, it was East eliminating Crockett 7-2. And so the Patriots move on. The Pioneers are eliminated. Here in 4A baseball yesterday, Science Hill beat Westridge 10-0. Science Hill, the number 1 seed, Westridge, the 4th seed, so they'll play for their life today. Daniel Boone, the number 2 seed, beat Dobbinsman at the number 3 seed 6-5. So today, Science Hill will play Boone at 5 o'clock. All this at J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. And Westridge will play DB. That's an elimination game. The loser, that one will be done for the season. So it's a big ball game, needless to say. In 3A, we told you what's happening. Sullivan East beat Crockett 7-2. The number 5 beat the number 4 seed. And so Crockett has been eliminated. Elizabeth and East at 5 o'clock. That's our game. On there at 4:40. Here's what you're going to see again. It will be audio only. Thanks to your friends at the TSSAA that's going to charge us $250 a game to do the game, to stream it, to turn the camera on. Ain't happening no, not happening. Tennessee High and Unicoi County will play that second game at 7:30. Now, in 2A baseball yesterday, it was crazy. From a standpoint, a lot of exciting games you had yesterday in Pod 1. Hampton beat South Green 6-5. Then Hampton played Chucky Doak, and the Black Knights beat them 12-2. All right. In Pod number 2 of the AA tournament, Johnson County and Happy Valley. Happy Valley beat them 14-2. Then they turned around and played West Green. West Green beats them, 14-2. Is that right? I think I got that right. So, no, yes. So today, South Green and Hampton and Happy Valley Johnson County will play. That's what we've got going on there. Single day starts today. Single day baseball, the tournament will be today, and that will be at TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Number 1, University High takes on number 4, Cloudland, and number 2, North Green will battle number 3, Unaka. That'll be at 5 and 8 o'clock. Now, you know what I'm getting ready to tell you. There's rain in the forecast, so we want that to go away when we get these games in. That's in 2A and single A in baseball. Now, let's jump in here. Softball. Got softball for you. Then we got Michelle coming in from the ARM Ministries. So, 4A softball today, you have Dobbins Minute and Daniel Boone's ladies at 5 o'clock. Only game being played today at Indian Island Park in that tournament in Kingsport. In the 3A tournament today, the elimination game, playing game, the Lady Vikings at Tennessee High, the number 4 seed. Lady Patriots of East at number 5 seed, playing at 7 tonight. Winner moves on, losers eliminated. Then the 2A and the single A will start softball on Monday. So we'll take care of that on Monday. So that's what's going on in baseball and softball. Our game again, 4:40 airtime. First pitch at 5 o'clock from Thomas Stadium on the campus of East Tennessee State University. She is here. She joins us next. Michelle from the ARM Ministries, a really cool nonprofit getting ready to have a big yard sale. She's going to tell you all about it right after this break. We are live here, show number, said it wouldn't work, 2,279 show, and we just got our numbers from April last night. Late, Facebook sent us the numbers, and we were over 75,000 views the month of April. So we are over 300,000 for the year now. We're on our way to another year of 1 million views, which is pretty cool. All right, quick break. Back after this. She's in the house. This will be the Beauty and the Beast segment. The Rose and the Thorn segment. Next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the owner of the Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why trade at the Jewelers Bench?
So we've been in business for 26 years. John is the jeweler. Everything is done here. It stays here. We do not send anything out. You know, you go and buy from Zales or somewhere like that, you've got to send it off, and it's 4 weeks or whatever. But if you have any issues with your pieces, then he's here, and you can talk to him face to face. You know, we've got great employees, great customers that have become pretty much family. And we are, you know, like you had mentioned, on some of second generation of people coming in. And, you know, it just, I think it says a lot being in business in a small town for almost 26 years.
Yep. You served your mom and dad, and now the kids are grown up, and you're serving them now. Take care of their jewelry needs as well. So, I mean, they're running the full slate. Watches, rings, Pandora. Oh, gosh. What else? You've got the Glock. You've got the Bearing watches. You got the G-Shocks. What else you got? What other watches?
So we have watches. So you said Citizens. Bearing, G-Shock. That's, yeah, I've got a new, some new bearings coming in soon.
So, full line of watches, full line of everything you need right here. The full-time jewelry store with the jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench. Hours are open.
So we're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Great sponsor. Been at it a long time. And love promoting the Jeweler's Bench right here on the Tom Miller Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. And there we go. We found her. Michelle Kitchens, you want to hold it? You can hold
That'd
it.
be better.
Rookies are on the stand. Veterans hold the microphone. So, hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Michelle with ARM Ministries. ARM stands for?
Assistance and Resource Ministries.
Yep. Folks out there have no clue. Let's pretend they have no clue who you are, what's going on, what do you do. So give us an overview of what the
Okay.
organization does.
Well, we were started in 1991 by the Carter County Ministerial Association. We are a food bank, clothing closet, and we do small household items. We have resources that we offer, backpack programs. We have many different programs that we offer. If you're interested in any need you have, just give us a call and we'll find a way to fill it. But we have good news this month. We are giving away a generator on June 2nd. What they have to do to qualify is be an ARM client, be over 18. It's one entry per household. You got to be compliant, have all your paperwork in. And we do one entry per 911 address. And deadline is 5/30 of 25. We'll do the drawing on the 2nd, and you'll pick up by the 4th. And we'll do that live on Facebook. So if you're interested in a generator, come and apply for our services.
You're giving away a generator.
A generator.
Brand spanking new
it's a
generator.
5,000 watt generator.
Whoa.
Very nice generator. It's very
Whoa.
heavy.
Gas or diesel?
Gas.
Gas. So giving away a gas generator. You'll do that at the end of the month, right?
Yes. And then our July giveaway will be a baker's dream. We're going to put any type of things that you can bake with, cake pans, you name it. We're going to give a baker's dream away. And then on June 6th and 7th, we will be holding our annual yard sale fundraiser. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. We do decorations, clothes, anything. You
Everything.
name it, we have it. We'll be taking donations from June 1st to June 5th, and this year is going to be a little different. We normally hold it at the First Presbyterian Church. We're going to have it at ARM this year just because of the ease of moving everything. So that'll be on June 6th and 7th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at ARM, and that's at 714 West C Street.
For those of you not familiar with Elizabeth, it's right behind Ingalls. That's
Yes.
a good way to say it?
Yes.
You know where Ingalls is.
And then
So-
my favorite, this is my personal to my heart because I'm a baseball fanatic.
You are?
And, oh, yes,
Who's your favorite team?
River Riders and Braves.
The Braves. All right. And the
I'm
River
sticking
Riders.
with them.
There you go. Well, they're coming around. They're starting to win. We're
I'm
going to talk about them here in a minute. They're getting hot.
praying.
So,
So we have partnered with the River Riders this year, Northeast Community Credit Union, Carter
Mm-hmm.
County Drug Prevention. We will be doing a food drive fundraiser on June 20th and July 18th. The gates open at the ballpark at 5:30. The River Riders versus Bluefield will start at 6:30. You can bring a non-perishable item. And, you know, folks, I don't know how to get it out there or stress it any further is we are hurting. All pantries right now are hurting for food and donations. And with the disasters that have happened, donations and stuff are coming down.
Mhm.
And right now is a great need. And with school coming out, we have a lot of programs. If you can't donate with us, donate to any food bank near you because it's going to help somebody.
ARM Ministries in behind Ingalls here in Elizabethton. How many families do you serve?
Over 497.
497 families. So how does this work? For those out there going, okay, I need help. I know somebody who needs help. I need food. I need something.
So we'll break it down very basic. With the hurricane, a lot of people lost their IDs, birth certificates, Social Security cards.
Right.
If you are missing those and you cannot apply for services, we have other agencies like Carter Compassion Center that will help you get your ID, and we'll start getting you to the places where you need your funding.
Okay.
But without the basics, you can't even apply for food. So with us, we take your ID, a utility bill, proof of income, which could be a food stamp, child support, job, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you just come in and we can serve you if you have all your documents the same day and get you food, clothing, and we have many programs. We do Death with Dignity, and that is providing suits to any veteran or anybody that has passed to give them a burial. We do a
Oh, really? I didn't
one
know
shoe
that.
program
I didn't know that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
that we get one shoes donated through some of our partners, and instead of tossing them, we donate them to the amputees. So we have many programs to help because we want to utilize and be good stewards of everything we're given
497 families on the average you serve every month, right?
every month.
Every month. So, and you help them all the way from little people, for the kids, all the way up to senior adults.
Correct.
Yep. And food.
And pets.
And pets. How often you guys make a food run? Make a food run?
We do weekly food runs. When I started before pre-hurricane, it was 12 to 19,000 pounds of food. We're up to 30,000 pounds of food a month.
A month?
A month.
30,000 pounds of food a month they serve here in Carter County,
Carter County,
Elizabethton,
all of East Tennessee.
anywhere.
Since the hurricane, we were blessed that we were able to open up to all of East Tennessee instead of just Carter County.
Awesome.
Because we have many families that have relocated from different areas to this area or displaced living with other family members.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had to adapt.
Making a difference, folks. And so, how can you help? Well, the first thing can be is to help out this yard sale.
Yeah, if you have any donations or, hey, I say spring cleaning because I've been spring cleaning since winter. Let's donate them. Let's get them out and get them into the hands that they can use them and they would greatly appreciate items.
There's people come into your place with absolutely nothing, right?
Yes.
I mean, they're rock bottom, unfortunately, for whatever reason. It's not always just the flood, but the flood's been a biggie. That's the thing, Michelle, folks don't realize when I talk about the flood all the time. People are still, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There's people out there still suffering because of the hurricane happened back in September, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, we still have a great need, and it was a blessing and it amazed me to see the outpour of donations during the hurricane, but this is a long term. We're looking at years, not months, days. We're not going to solve every problem. So we're just all trying to be good stewards and space it out because one, space is lacking. So we can only take so much. And so a lot of us are on pause on accepting donations. That's why I'm saying on June 1st through 5th, we'll be able to take donations at ARM of furniture, clothing, household items, small appliances, books, you name it. If you want to clear your clutter, come on out. We'll
absolutely.
take it.
Absolutely. Because what's the old saying? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Absolutely. Where can we find you on social media?
We are at Facebook, Assistance and Resource Ministries. We have a website at armfoodpantry.com, or you can call me at 423-542-0919. And we are located behind Ingalls here in Elizabethton.
Yep. It's easy to find. And they're just here to help the folks.
And right now I have an abundance of diapers and Similac formula. If anybody needs it, give us a call. Come get it.
You got diapers and formula.
Diapers and formula.
There you go.
Adult and child diapers.
There you go. So she has an abundance of that right now. So if you need that or know someone who does, they just either give you a call or come by.
Yes.
Our ministry's in behind Ingalls here in Elizabethton.
And we're open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We go to lunch from 12:30 to 1:30.
Yeah. So Tuesday, let me write that down. Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 to 4. Is that right?
Yes.
There you go. All right. Good job. Can I keep this?
Yes, you can have those.
All right. Want you back in before then so we can promote it one more time, okay?
I'll be here.
We'll be in touch. We appreciate it very much. Folks, here it is. This is Grassroots down where the rubber meets the road. These people out here need your help. So if you're doing spring cleaning, dishes, toys, books, clothing, house decor, old lamps you don't want, don't give things that don't work. Give things if you just don't need them anymore. They don't want somebody's other problems. They want stuff that we can pass on to other people, right?
And like one of the projects we're working on is since the hurricane, we've housed 17 families 68 individuals in a camper. And unfortunately, we just got the camper back. It's promised to another family, but it developed a leak. So now I'm learning YouTube remodeling.
There you
So
go.
we're-
To live in for a
yes.
time. So more than just one, right? You
Yes.
got
Yes.
multiple families in multiple different, not all one camper. That's all in different campers,
Different
right?
campers.
Yeah. So there's people out there who have nothing.
And we're still
Zilch.
we still have families needing tents right now because there's still families living in the woods without tents. And there's
Really?
getting more and more homeless or coming and requesting tents, and we just
They're just sleeping out in the open.
Yep.
With no,
and so we can only do so much with what
I can't comprehend that. So it's right here. It's not in Texas. It's not in Florida. It's not in South Dakota. It's right here in our backyard. They need our help, folks. So again, if you can help out, phone number again one more time is 542
0919.
0919. We'll have you back soon. Thank you,
Awesome.
lady.
Thank you.
Yep. Right back after this. He's here. El Presidente.
Craig, you're one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club savings account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way, when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club savings account for Christmas 2024
Yes.
from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursinghome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks, you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're joined by El Presidente of Carter County Bank. As soon as I get down, I didn't hit the right button. I'm going to hit it right now. There he is, El Presidente at Carter County Bank. Andrew McKeon. Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. You good?
Oh, absolutely, I'm good. Got baseball today. Woohoo!
That's right. It's a good day.
Great. Any day to hear the crack of the bat.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Or the ping at this
Ping.
level.
Yeah, the pinging and the cowhide popping.
That's right.
Red Sleg will be bringing the cowhide tonight. He'll be popping it. The boy can bring it. We call him the big hoss for a reason. He can throw it. So, 440 airtime. Here's what you're going to see thanks to our good friends at the TSSAA. So, yeah, I'm going to stay on them because it's wrong what they're doing, but that's all right. There it is.
There you go.
It's audio only, so that's what you're going to see. You'll hear us painting the picture. I'm thinking we're trying to get Mr. President McKeon to come in one day and set in a couple innings of work. Maybe next week. We play tonight. We play tomorrow. We play Saturday. Of course, got rain in the forecast, but that's okay. We're going to get it. We got to play them. So, hello to Floyd Nave. Hello to Pete Welch. Hello to Patricia McKesson. So we are here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, and we're going to talk about his beloved Atlanta Braves. They're getting things turned around. They're coming.
Starting to play a little bit of baseball.
They are.
Yeah,
So
it's been fun.
what's been the turnaround?
Hitting. I mean, they're starting to hit the ball. I mean, I say that after we lost to hitting the ball, and you got to outscore the other team, whether it's 2-1 or 12-11.
They have leapfrogged over Washington and Miami. They're now in third place.
Yep.
6.5 out.
And we haven't, we've had one start out of Spencer Strider and nothing out of Acuna so far. So, like I told you last time we were on, if we can just hang around and not dig too big a hole, we'll have a chance to be there at the end.
So you lose your outfielder in spring training, Jackson. Oh gosh, no, not Jackson. Profar. What's the guy's name? Came over from the Padres.
No, Jurickson Profar or something.
Profar,
like
yeah,
that.
Jurickson Profar gone.
Yep.
You have lost now. Kelnick's gone down to the minors to get some reps.
Yeah.
So you have, I guess the guy right now that's kind of leading the club is Matt Olson. He got hot and he's starting to carry him.
Riley's starting to hit the
Austin
ball.
Riley, yep. So
Yeah, Sean Murphy's come back very well since he was injured at the beginning of the year. So those three have been hitting it really well. They brought up Alex Verdugo as a free agent minor league pickup, and he got hot, and he had one night where he was 4 for 4, 4 for 5. So I mean, they're getting contributions from everybody. You hadn't heard a whole lot from Albies yet. Shortstop, I can't remember the little guy's name that's playing there. It's not who it was last year, but he's been hitting the ball a little bit with timely hitting. So you just got to get it from somewhere.
all with a patchwork pitching staff. I mean, really, they're just kind of
because Lopez is probably gone for the year. Strider has not done anything so far. Sales, he's pitching well. He's not getting a whole lot of luck and support. Smith Shawver pitched well. I think his last time up.
makes you appreciate
swelling ball.
Max Fried, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. But we couldn't have afforded that price tag.
No, the Yankees good, and I think he's doing pretty good with the Yankees.
Yeah, he's
so,
doing fine.
but now Strider's back on the IL with a hamstring pull, playing catch out in the outfield, and felt something give, so he's on the mend. So yeah, I mean they're doing what they're doing. The Braves, record-wise, now are at 14-16. But you know how bad they were at one point, so they're coming up out of the hole. They're in third place. They are now 3 games behind the Phillies, who are struggling. So, and then of course the leaders, probably one of the hottest teams in baseball, the Mets at 21-10. So, the Braves traveling today, come back from Arizona, or rather from Colorado, and they will get ready to entertain a big weekend series. The Los Angeles Dodgers coming, the big boys, boy baseball.
Yep, and going from the Rockies to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
From the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top.
As Dad used to say, from the penthouse to the outhouse. So there you go. So, yep, the big boys are coming who can play, and they are solid. They are 21-10. Best team in baseball right now, let's see, would be the Dodgers and the Mets. So both at 21-10. That's your two best records in baseball. So Dodgers are coming. It's going to be a great weekend series. Didn't do so well out there in the opening road series start the season, so hopefully there'll be a turnaround with the Braves.
Hopefully get at least 2 out of 3 of those.
Yeah, so that's what we're hoping for. It starts tomorrow night. What's going on at Carter County Bank, sir?
Well, we're gearing up for the William B. Green East Tennessee Amateur. That's July 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we're expecting 150, 160 golfers in that event. It's always a fun time to get out and watch these guys that really know what they're doing around the golf course instead of just me trying to, do what I do. These guys can bust it out there, 300-yard drives and, 6 foot, hit it within 6 feet of the pin. It's fun to watch that on Sunday. It's fun every day, but when those guys get down there on Sunday and you're watching them come in on 18 and, they all hit it about the same length, and then, to watch them all throw it in there next to the pin and see who can make a putt to hold on for the win, it's a lot of fun.
I want to ask you, because he's a sports guy. Now, we came last week, University of Kentucky Athletic Department now going LLC. You've got Arkansas suddenly saying, okay, Madden, I'm leaving. We're going to ask you for some money back because you walked out here with $500,000. You didn't take the first snap. So it continues. I say this almost every show, every day. It's something new every day in the world of college sports. It's the ever-changing, almost daily, what's going on in college sports. Where does this end? If you could stop, we made you the commissioner of the NCAA per se, and the transfer portal and the NIL and all that, how do we fix all this? Because it looks like the wheels have fallen off the wagon here.
Yeah, it does. It seems that way, and it's kind of hard to stuff it back in the box when it's all out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, obviously the NCAA should have gotten ahead of it years ago and came up with some kind of a system. I mean, I think the best thing to be for a football team would be you have X amount of dollars to pay your quarterbacks, X amount of dollars to pay your offensive linemen, you know, and then you can figure it out, but you can't go over this number and let everybody be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all the same, so that, you know, whether it be Tennessee or Ohio State or Arkansas or whoever, you can't just outspend. So here's your salary cap, but you can only spend this much on this position and this much on that position, and but it's hard once it's out of the box. It's kind of hard to put everything back.
So how you got to make a great point, because I'm right there with you. Let's say pick a number, $15 million. Here it is. You mix and match, however you do it. You spend on one quarterback, that's your problem. But you got 15 mil to make it work for your team. But how do the little guys get that money? Because the big boys are going to get it. So how do you distribute the money evenly? So maybe not mid majors, maybe the lower tier schools in the Power 5 conferences. The Missouris will have the same amount of money as the Ohio States. Is that what you're looking at?
They'll have the ability to spend that much. It's kind of like the Major League Baseball. I mean, you know, the Marlins, they're spending $69 million, and the Dodgers are spending $450. You know, if you set them the same, then it's up to the school if they want to pay it. You know, at that point, you know, do you want to divvy that up and go, or do you just want to do what you do? So, I mean, you see it every year in the NBA and NFL, those that do have the salary cap. Some of these people are just smarter than those that are spending all the money. People that are spending the money are spending on the wrong players. So, I mean, I think if you just say this is the top, then it's up to the individual schools to figure out how much do I want to spend and how do I want to spend it. And, you know, I think you have to put some sort of a minimum that every player on scholarship gets X, $25,000, whatever that number is. And you have to spend that on every player. Because I don't want, you know, the fourth string left guard to get left out. I mean, because they deserve something. If you're putting it in there, then everybody needs to get paid. So I think you got to give them something. You got to put it so everybody gets at least this much, and it's up to you to spend the rest of your money however you see fit.
And then you throw in, which is a big throw in, the ladies, Title IX, and all of a sudden, and deservedly so, they deserve money too.
Sure.
And so now you got to make the pot even bigger or spread it even thinner or wider, if you will, to other sports to make sure the ladies are included too, which they very much are deserving. And then you say, well, football's the money cow. They should get most of the money because they're generating most of the revenue. You agree with that argument or not?
Obviously, whatever you're watching, that's who you're going to give the most money to. So I don't know if you do it by sport. You know, if it's $15 million for football and $12 million for basketball, men's basketball, and $8 million for women's basketball, and $6 million for men's baseball, and I don't know. You know, who knows? But it could get up there. It could grow really quick. I
don't think any of us ever thought it would come to this point.
No.
So, and the transfer portal, NIL, and so you know, a lot of the coaches, you know, are beginning to say, I don't know if I want to keep doing this because they're on call 24/7 recruiting. You got to recruit signs with XYZ school. Those schools are going, hey, are you interested in coming over here? We watched you on the spring practice game. Looked real.
Sign some kind of a contract that says if I leave, you know, you give me this much back. I mean, you can't have the situation where the freshman went in there and, you know.
But to not take a snap, but take the check, totally wrong.
Correct.
Totally wrong. I'm right there with you. So, anyway, we're not going to solve it today, but I thought I'd ask him because he's the president of the bank, and so he knows what's going on. So it's the ever-changing landscape of college athletics, and it's going to trickle down to it already has, down to the mid-majors, a.k.a. ETSUs and Middle Tennessee States, and it's even trickled down to NAI. I know Milligan's lost a couple of their guys that went up now because they had good years, and some of the bigger schools have called up and said, hey, man, you know, they're not offering much of anything at Milligan, and I understand that. It's an NAI school. We're going to give you some if you come with us, and so they've lost a couple of guys from Milligan because of that. So you ever think it'll trickle down to high school?
Well, I mean, you can sign an NIL deal now. I mean, I hope it doesn't get to that point, but I mean, I mean, I guess if I was playing, I would hope it got to that point, but I don't know that anybody would have paid me when I was in high school to do what I was doing. So
Well-
you're a light hitting third baseman that can play a little defense. So I don't know that I don't know if there was demand for that.
Well, let's use your son. He can do a commercial for Cannons. You know, after a long day and after a hard day of baseball practice at Tia Duggar, I come home and I lay down on a Serta mattress from Cannons Fine Home Furnishings. It works for me. It can work for you. That sounds far-fetched, but I don't think anything's far-fetched anymore. I think anything's possible. So, but that's exactly when they say, okay, Nathan, here's $500 for doing this or
Right.
whatever. That's what we're doing.
Right.
And
pretty
so
much.
it does work down on the high school level.
Yeah, it does.
So-
I mean, it can be done. Like I said, I think it ruins a lot of that. The innocence. I don't know if there is innocence in sports anymore, but the purity of sports that I love about the team building and all that, because you know as well as I do when you start, these guys talk. I mean, and they know I'm getting this. You ought to go back and ask and see if you can get that, and then the whole morale of the clubhouse or the locker room's ruined, and
It divides it.
it does. I mean,
Polarizes the locker rooms.
you know how it is with the money. I mean, we all have it in us a little bit. It's like, man, I'm doing exactly the same he's doing, and he's getting $3 million and I'm getting $600,000.
How come McKean's getting all that money? I'm just as good as he is.
Yeah.
Well, he's making $100,000. You're making $28,000. Wow, I'm just as good as he is. All of a
Right.
sudden, boom, you got problems in the locker room.
Correct.
Don't think it doesn't happen. It happens.
Oh, it happens.
Absolutely. It's called human nature. So,
Yep.
anyway, hello, Becky Muncie down in Union County. How you doing, lady? Hello, Carl Wilson, Aaron Tony. We're live here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Mr. Cannon's going to join us coming up here. They got a big Mother's Day sale. I have already purchased a recliner, so because it was a sale price, I couldn't walk away from. They got some great prices here for Mother's Day weekend coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So, Carter County Bank in closing. You just came through the shredding. You shredded a bunch of stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, and I saw the numbers, to be perfectly honest with you, and I forgot what that number was, but we were about 3/4 full on one truck and about 60% full on the other truck. So had a good day. We spent 3 hours down there putting a lot of stuff through the shred bins, and so we were excited about that. And it's a fun event to see everybody come through and just say hey and cut up with customers. When we're all out there, in our ball caps and our shorts and t-shirts, and it's more relaxed setting, and just to see everybody, because they bring their dog through or their cat through
Sure.
or their kids through, the people that you don't see, and so you get to learn a little bit more about your customers, and even some that probably weren't customers.
Yeah. Tomorrow night's first Friday here in downtown Elizabethton, so we're getting ready to kick in the spring and summer event schedule. Carter County Bank's right smack dab in the middle of it, doing a lot of different things this spring and summer to help promote business downtown. I had Courtney on the other day. I didn't realize she said there's 1,000 parking spaces in downtown Elizabethton. So it may not be right in front of the store that you're going to. You can walk right in, but when you go to the mall, you're not right in front of the mall either store. You got to walk into the mall. So, park, come downtown. There's so many things to come down here and see. A lot of great eateries. Obviously, there's a great furniture store. There's a pretty good bank down there in the corner. We like it pretty well, too.
I like going on down here. I mean, we've got antique. You can do it all downtown. Just spend the afternoon with us.
They got a brand new place called Jack of All Trades. It's specialized in
Arts.
stained glass. Yeah. So
I saw in the picture, they had a very nice covered bridge, stained glass to hang in your window. It looked really nice.
yeah, it's good stuff, folks. All downtown here where Carter County Bank is. We would encourage you to come down here and just walk the street. I got to throw in a plug for Sweetsy Treats, which is right next door to here. Best ice cream, Hershey's ice cream. And they make the old-fashioned banana splits. Are you a banana split guy?
I've not been a big banana
You're not a banana split guy?
No.
What about Mrs. McKeon? She a banana
No,
split?
I
No.
don't mix
No.
all that stuff together. Just give me the ice cream. I don't need the healthy part of it.
By the way, I went to the UPS store the other day and I had something shipped, and guess who waited on me?
Her habits of liking to go out to eat with all of her friends.
That's it. So the first thing she said was, yes,
Hmm.
my dad knows where I'm at. Every time I say, does your father know where you are? She's just rolls her eyes like, God, it's been like 3 or 4 years of running joke.
She's in good shape. Those eyes roll a lot.
Yeah.
You can get a lot. If you can get in shape from rolling your eyes, she'd be a marathon runner.
You get those too, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Being a dad.
Yeah, it's
Those
part
eyes,
of it.
so you guarantee it's part of it.
Yeah.
So as soon as I walked in, she said, yes, my dad knows where I'm at. I said, okay. So
It's nice to have people that my kids have figured out that I know a lot what goes on in town just because
oh
of
yes.
people keeping up with my kids, and we all need to help each other.
Yep. London will ask me all the time, "How'd you know this?" I know a few people, London. I
Yep.
keep tabs on you, dear. I know what's going on.
Yep.
So
All you hear all down the bank. You know, people. Did you know so and so got suspended? No, I had no idea.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You come in and tell her more about the school, and she was like, "How's Dad know that?" Because Dad's got contacts.
I don't say much, but I like to throw stuff out every now and then just so she knows that I know what's going on.
Keep her on her toes.
Yep.
You
I
got it.
keep it to myself, but every now and then I'll say something unique to her
Yeah.
over the years. So he knew every cop and everything in town. So I had to, if I wanted to step out of line, I knew I couldn't do it.
No.
So I had a healthy respect for him and the.
Love to work with this gentleman right here. August 15th, we're going to be back together for the United Way Golf Tournament, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going to come out and stream that and broadcast from the newly improved. He's done. And I don't play
Cut some
golf. What do you
trees
call it?
out and, you know, they've aerated the greens. So
There you go.
Plugged them and aerated them.
There you go. Some fancy words.
There
Aerated.
you go.
Plugged and aerated them. There you go. Dr. Justin Smith, Physical Therapy Services. On show number 2279, Mr. Cannon joins us next because we got a big sale going on for Mother's Day here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You know the slogan. We've created the slogan says, "Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy." Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Not one, not two, but 3 office locations. Tell me about it.
We're crazy enough to offer 3 locations, but that's what the people of Carter County need. So we've got our office at 1975 West Elk Avenue that's right beside our beautiful revamped VFW that we offer orthopedics and sports. We're getting ready to start a pelvic floor therapy at that office as well. At our 1500 location, West Elk Avenue, beside of the wonderful Waffle House where everybody can go and get it scattered, covered, and chunked. We offer our pediatric stuff with our physical therapy and occupational therapy with our therapists there. And then we also have a new location that's been open for a year now in Roan Mountain, taking care of our fine folks up there in the highlands of Roan Mountain, doing orthopedics and sports as well.
Things you offer folks out there will go, I didn't know they did that. What's some things out there folks may not know?
So people are amazed at what all that we're able to treat and get better with physical therapy and with care of pain issues. We're dealing with vertigo on a daily basis, pelvic floor issues with stress incontinence, pregnant females with the aches and pains that come along with pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy as well. We're getting ready to start that program here in the next couple months as well. Pediatric issues, whether it's autism, Asperger's, it's delayed mobility, toe walking, torticollis. I mean, it would take me all day to list all the issues that we deal with, but we get the people taken care of and we get them better.
A lot of folks out there doing what you do, but we feel like you're the best. What separates you, do you feel like, from all the XYZ competition?
Well, that's a fantastic question. We've been doing it longer than anybody else.
Right.
And we've been doing it longer than anybody else, and we've been doing it better than anybody else. State-of-the-art equipment, state-of-the-art research. We're up to date with all the new bells and whistles that are out there, the new treatment techniques that are being used across the world. We're trying to bring those to the wonderful people here in Carter County.
Yep. How do we get a hold of you? Social media?
Social media, we're on Facebook. You can feel free to call or stop by any of our offices at any time. You can call my office at 543-0073, our pediatric office at 543-2215, and I've completely forgotten the number for the Roan Mountain office right now.
But those other two will get you started.
Absolutely.
They can connect you to them.
Just call us and let us know what you need, and if we can't help you, we'll put you in touch with people that can.
You got it. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting these folks every game we do it. Again, with Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Dr. Justin Smith and the great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
There you go. She said no, thank you. She scurried away. So there you go. We're about to be treated by royalty coming up in a few minutes. First of royalty is this gentleman here. I think the royalty is this guy right here. If anybody ever says anything bad about him, there's no reason why you would. You're going before the boys get to him. I'm going to get to you because this man is solid as a rock. He and his wife, we've become friends and we're brothers in Christ. And so I think the world of Daryl Cannon. So, but the gentleman we're going to visit in a minute is on the front page of the paper, and we'll let him come here in just a second. He is the big dog because he had the front page of the Johnson City Press, the top billing. Elizabethton High School agricultural teacher wins the state CTE Teacher of the Year. Jerry Agan, not a nicer guy in the house. Everybody at the Westside Elementary, we were doing the tour of schools today, was so excited about that he said, Nicole bragged on you. Gosh, all these people bragged on you. Mr. Wright bragged on what you guys did with the basketball goals at Westside. I mean, he's just a good guy. So you're going to get a chance to meet him coming up. He's a statewide winner. That's a big deal. We get a chance to deal with the gentleman. How many years y'all been here, sir?
43 years.
43 years they've been here. Now, Mother's Day's coming up, not this Sunday, but a week from Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and appeal to you. I've said this all week long. If you have a mama that's alive, please, for Tom Taylor, nobody else, because I would give anything. Yours is gone too, right?
Yes.
We would give anything. There's two of us to be able to call our mamas up, take them out to eat, go by and see them because they're in glory. So if you've got one alive, please do something for them Mother's Day weekend. The best thing you do is come down and buy them some furniture because they got a good sale going on. It's a Made in USA sale, right?
Made in USA. We
wow.
Went to our vendors and totally focused on what's made in this country, and we've got some unbelievable deals. We got some special buys, one of a kinds, things that's 30% of the normal price of it. So
our president, that I'm proud to say is my president, has said we're going to do everything we can to keep the American workers working. We'll bring it back to our states, be it cars, furniture, whatever, and get more American-made products. It's not going to happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight going away. It's not going to happen overnight coming back. But there's more than you would realize. In this case, furniture, there's a lot of American-made furniture in there.
There is. Some of the things we'll be talking about today is made in Mississippi, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. It's amazing how many plants that's in this country still, and they all are looking at expanding, and other plants opening plants up.
I love to hear that word, expanding. Absolutely. So there's a sense of patriotism in this country that I've not felt in several years, and I'm excited about that too. This 4th of July is going to be really special here in East Tennessee and all over the country. So is it perfect? No. Do we have everything figured out? No. But are we heading the right direction? In my opinion, yes, we are. So American made, and so be loyal, buy in the USA. So tease us, what some of the things you got for sale, sir?
Oh, we've got a bunch of good deals right now. We sell a ton of sectionals. It seems like it's more amazing to me each week how many sectionals goes out and has went out through the past 5 years. It's an amazing thing. But we've got some special buys. We've got one that's normally $25.99. We've got it's a $13.77, and we've got plenty of them, however many we need. So
I'll stop right there. $25.99 regular, rounded up $2,600 down to what is it?
$13.77.
$13.77. That's over $1,300 off this sectional. Okay.
It's a good size sectional. It's not way too big, but it fits most rooms. But it's not small either. I mean, it's made for a family room.
Mm-hmm.
Sit in front of TV and enjoy it. It's been a good time. Get your mama there and watch TV.
That's it. Right? Get mama sitting there watching something
there
with you.
Go.
Yep.
This right here, we've got a console chase sofa, and we only got one of these left. It has been $19.99. A manufacturer contacted us, said, "Hey, we've got a few of these left. Do you want them?" We bought them, and this is $297. And when you look at it, it's unbelievable what it looks like. So $297.
It is regular $2,000, $19.99. You got one left for $297. So let me think. Ciphering had to be, if you rounded it from $2,000, round it up to $300 for $3 more bucks, you make it $300. So you're saving $1,700 on this console chase.
But hurry, we only have one left.
Literally, this is. And here's the thing: this is not a gimmick. It's not he ain't a snake oil salesman. You got one left. You got one left. It's not like, we've got a whole. It works. Yep.
Now, most of our specials this week, we have plenty. We can get more, but a few of those specials like that is $297. They're $777 this week.
American made. All these are American made, by the way.
All these American made. Now, these specials are on our Facebook ad. So just
$297 chase. Would I fit in that?
You would.
All right.
You would. You would.
I'm gonna go look at it when the show's over. I may take that rascal. So the ballpark call the game. I'm gonna look at this console chase. I may look at it during the break because $2,000 down to $300. You're saving $1,700. There's one left. Hello, I may beat you to it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. What's
running
next?
a bedroom. This is really a pretty bedroom. Today's wood products. Most people want light colors. This is a light wood, but you can see the wood grain in it, just like you would oak, but it's actually a white finish. Running the bed, dresser, and nightstand, which is we sell that more as a bedroom than anything else right now. We use a bed, dresser, and nightstand.
Mm-hmm.
We can go either twin size, full size, or queen size, whichever size you need, and it is $777 for the complete bedroom right now.
Wow.
We have plenty of these. If we run out, we'll order more. We've got a TV console. This is a big console, 62 inches wide, so it'll hold a 70 to 75 inch TV. Beautiful piece of furniture. We got one left of it. It's been between $19.99 to $12.99. We recently reduced it to $12.99. They called us up and said we got a few of these left at a crazy price, so we bought them. $547, and this looks like a $2,000 console, because it has been. So it's that's one of the big deals right now.
All this is going on through Monday, is that right?
Monday.
Through Monday. So there is a limited time through Monday.
Now that console we only have one, so hurry up on that. So,
One console left. So
gonna run another sectional. Normally 2766, 1719.
Wow.
So I mean, again, we sell so many sectionals, and we buy. Or maybe you're discontinuing something, you got 10, 15, or 20, 30, whatever, contact us. Let us know, and we'll take a look at it. And it's just something that's in our market that sells. I mean, we're not California. What sells in California don't usually sell here.
Mm-hmm.
But if this sells in this market, we'd love to get a hold of it. And then we get these emails all the time, and we react right then, and then it comes in, we get these great deals. And again, it's American made. That's the best part of it.
Amen.
Best part of it.
Keeping our Americans working. Yep.
That sectional at 1719, it's made in Mississippi. Another Sotha group. They're discontinued. It's been their number one seller, but they're going to discontinue it and put a new fabric on it. So we've got one set of it left. The Sotha and Love Seat is $12.77. The Sotha is normally $9.99. We're going to sell the Sotha and Love Seat for $12.77.
Together. Combo.
Combo.
American made.
American made. It's made in Mississippi also.
What does it look like, Tom? Well, you need to come down and see these. You got the salespeople here. Chad's here. What's the young lady's name?
Melissa.
Melissa's here. So, of course, Mr. Cannon's here. Brenda's here. So you need to come down there and look. Well, which one's on sale? What do they look like? You got to come in and look at them, because he's got a whole sheet here anyway. And so they're closed on Sundays. So you have 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, to come in and shop. And so Mother's Day's next weekend. I guess the obvious question, when I buy one of these, can they be delivered in time for Mom for Mother's Day? The answer would be yes.
We will hold it for you until Mother's Day. We can deliver on Saturday before Mother's Day. So
awesome.
If that works.
Yep.
Good.
Got a few more over there, sir?
Yes, we have. This is one of those crazy deals. We bought this double chase Sotha. Bought all they had. I think we may have about 15 left, and we bought 15. We don't have that many left, but anyway, and we bought a matching recliner. Now the recliner has two-way power recline and power headrest.
Mm-hmm.
The Chase was advertised online for $25.99. We've got pictures of the online advertisement. We've got the Chase Sofa for $9.97.
Wow.
And then we got the matching recliner for only $197 with power recline and power headrest. Crazy prices. And we've got quite a few of them right now, but they won't stay long.
No, not at those prices. So it's worth coming down and taking a look at it, folks. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings downtown. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. It's a mom and pop store. Well, do we call home office and talk to him? Nope. This is home office. This is the owner, he and Brenda. Since how long? 43 years?
43 years, yeah.
43 years. It stops and starts right here with them. So, truck's getting ready to head out. It's already been out this morning. Delivery truck.
They're running here and there today.
Going all over the place. The truck's right here right now, unloading and loading. So, they're getting ready to make another run. One more, you got a sofa and love seat.
Sofa and love seat, normally 1979. Again, this is a one only. This is a fabric change. We can't get the fabric anymore. And so both pieces goes from 1979 to 974. So less than half price.
How close is the console, Chase, to where I'm sitting? Can I go look at it real quick during the break?
It's in the back on the right across from the counter.
I'm going to go look at it during the break before I get Jerry on there. I may buy the thing. It may be mine before we come out of the break. So $297 console, Chase. It's regular $2,000. And it's 15 steps away. Yeah, let me think. I'm going to go take a look at it. Absolutely. So it's all right here, folks. Now, you can see all this online on Facebook. Is that correct?
Facebook. It's on our Facebook ad.
Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You can go there and look for yourself what we're talking about. So the picture, he's already rattled off about 8 or 10 different things on sale. So all you got to do is go to the Facebook and look, and it's all right there. So, but please understand, today, tomorrow, Saturday, that's it. Sale ends Monday, closed on Sunday. I guess it's all the way to the end of workday Monday too, right?
Workday Monday.
Okay, so 4 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, and that's it.
But
so
the availability is the big thing. Like
Yes.
a lot of these one-ofs, and
yes,
they may be gone today.
Yep.
Give you an example. We had a customer call day before yesterday, late that evening, 5 o'clock, and was calling about last week's ad and said, "Do you still have that?" I said, "Yes, we do. We have it." And next morning we opened up at 10 o'clock. Somebody walks in and buys it at 10 o'clock. They come in about 4 o'clock that evening, and
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And
That's the way it is, folks.
just don't know.
When you're successful and you're a mom and pop business, you get her done. It stops and starts right here. That's the beauty of it. So anyway, that's what's going on here. The normal hours you're open or what?
We're open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday,
There you
closed
go.
on Sunday.
And you can find them on Facebook, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. It's awesome. So
Also got a website that's really good. Our website people are working on it to want to improve it. We're excited about that. But the Facebook is, social media is so powerful right now. People are on it so much, and it's so convenient.
Yep. So I remember I'm like the late Pastor Bobby Stout. He's in glory. He said, "The only furniture I have in my house is from Cannon's. The only furniture I have in my house, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings." So we love Bobby Stout.
We love Bobby Stout. Bobby is missed every hour,
Oh.
and he has such a profound effect on me and Brenda. He actually married us
That's awesome.
a long time ago.
Long time ago,
Long
Pastor
time ago.
Stout married him.
So
Will you come back in a little while and do it all over again?
I will.
Yep.
I will, sir.
We're going to take a break. If I can run back there quick enough, look at this console, Chase. It may be sold before I come back, but either way, our buddy, the State Teacher of the Year, big deal, folks. Not just in Northeast Tennessee, not just in Carter County or East Tennessee. The state of Tennessee, the Numerio agriculture teacher, big deal to me because he's a class act.
Big deal.
Yes. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
All right. We ready for story time? Yes, Warren?
Mrs. Turner, for your last day, we would like to tell the story.
Okay.
Once upon a time, in this town, a little girl named Meredith Turner was born. And she grew up right here.
She went to this very school and graduated right here. She went away for a short time to learn to be a teacher.
But she came back to teach right here.
She got married and raised a family right here. Our moms and dads had you as their teacher right here.
And we do too. So right here, we'd all like to say,
We love you, Mrs. Turner!
You've been at it for 42 years. A lot of different brands that you carry here. Tell us about that.
Oh, we carry all the major brands in furniture and bedding. Some of the furniture brands like Ashley, Barker Lounger. Barker Lounger is a very comfortable group. They make great recliners. Bassett been around for over 100 years. It's great. It's actually Bassett is still family owned. The Bassett still own the company, which is unusual in today's world. Carry England. England's actually a Tennessee. The factory is in Tennessee that makes their products, so it's a Tennessee-made product. So a lot of special orders with that. Green Gables makes a really neat, rustic-looking furniture. Great looks, great product. Legacy Classic is a great furniture company we deal with. Magnusum is a company that we've dealt with for probably 20 years. In bedding, we carry Sealy, all the top brands, Serta, Simmons, Beautyrest. Tempur-Pedic is our premium line. If you ever sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, you probably never go back to anything else. It's really a great product. Also carry the Traeger pellet line, or the Traeger grill line. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of enjoyment. We all have Traeger grills. We all share recipes, and it's a great product to cook on. Vaughn Bassett is another company. It's still a family-owned company, very large company. They're out of Galax, Virginia, so it's almost a local company. So that's our top brands right there.
42 years, downtown Elizabethton, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. The hours are open. Again, you've told us your normal hours, Monday through Saturday, or what?
Monday through Fridays, 10 to 6. On Saturday, 9 to 5.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook is a prominent thing we do each week. We do an ad. It just on Wednesday, have tons of people look to that ad. The website, cannonshomestore.com, has a full catalog, over 1 million products on that website.
And the obvious, the phone number.
Phone number, 423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Love coming here and promoting this product. Be loyal, buy local, buy in Elizabethton at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. This guy's the real deal, folks. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tom.
That's awesome.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for the opportunity to come out. And I don't want to brag on myself. I want to brag on my students. I want to brag on the program. So I'm the state CTE Teacher of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And so CTE is Career and Technical Education. And that is where you learn a skill, you learn a trade. And I encourage anybody, any young person, there is so many opportunities at Elizabethton High School for you to learn a trade. You can go to that high school, you can get your pilot's license, you can get your nursing license, your electrical license, all these different things. And of course, I focus on agriculture. And so I love teaching when I teach.
And it's obvious. You've jumped the students how many?
Well, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's, I did write some down. So there's 863 students at Elizabethton High School, and 267 of them are enrolled in an ag program.
That's awesome.
We're so proud of that. And I say we because it's not just me. We've got another teacher. Who has started. Her name is Ellie Phillips, and so that's going to open up more opportunities. She's going to focus on animal science and ag business. So I focus on greenhouse and ag mechanics, and so now we're going to offer animal science, which is a very popular program. A lot of kids want to be vets. They like dealing with animals. So we try to offer as many different opportunities for our students.
Hello to Andrew Wellhoyd up in Bristol, Tennessee. Hello to Danielle Nicole. Hello to Amy Whitson. Hello, Amy. How you doing, lady? Thank you all for watching. We're here live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing at the 4-day sale going on for Mother's Day. And once it's gone, folks. You want to come down and take advantage of these sales. Again, go to the Facebook page, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You can see for yourself what's on sale. He told you price-wise, but you can look at it and see if it meets the color and the specs and whatever you need. But some pretty good sales, to say the least. I didn't get a chance to. It's upstairs. I didn't get a chance to get up and see it at Console Chase, but I will. As soon as the show's over, we'll run up there real quick before I head over to the greenhouse, because you have some hanging baskets still left over, just a few.
We do. So our greenhouse sale was last weekend, and Tom, it is amazing, the support. I tell you, that's one thing about Elizabethton is the community shows up every time. And our sale started last Saturday at 9, and by 8:30, there was no lie, 100 people waiting to get in there. And so we opened up the doors, And all of our best stuff, of course, sold out pretty quickly. But we've still got plenty of hanging baskets. Mother's Day's coming up.
Yep.
And we've cut our prices. We're trying to clear it out and get ready for summer. So our hanging baskets are beautiful. They were priced at $15. Now they're $10. You can't beat that. You really can't. And listen, all of this money and all of this support goes directly to our students.
Yeah.
So
It's awesome. I buy them every year. So didn't get by there last week, but I'm going by there on the way to the baseball game today. We got baseball at 4:40, the number one team in the district regular season since first time we won it since 2021. Coach Corn and the Cyclones will battle Sullivan East in Game 1. Tennessee High will take on Unicoi County in Game 2 at Thomas Stadium. Keep your fingers crossed because there's rain in the forecast, but we hopefully get to it and play some baseball today. 4:40 airtime, audio only. Here's what you're going to see. It'll be this right there is what you're going to see on the screen because TSSAA said in order to stream a high school baseball playoff game, promote our student athletes, they want $250 a game to turn the camera on.
it's crazy.
Football, but you don't know this. Football game, playoff football game, to stream it,
Yeah.
turn on the camera.
Sure.
TSSAA says we need $750 a game
That's crazy.
just to turn the camera on, promote student athletes in Tennessee.
Sounds like a cash grab to me.
Hey, bingo. So you have 200 and some youngsters in the program.
Yes, yes.
It
And
started when you first got here. Was
So we had, when I first started here during COVID, it was 2020, and we had about 90 kids enrolled. And that was not okay with me. And so it's through the support of, Dr. Minton, Brian Colbert, Mr. Van Huss. They said, you do what you need to do, and they turned me loose, and we have built this program, and I'm so proud of that. And listen, it's a team effort. It's not just me. It's just so much support down there. And Tom, you know this. I've got the best students, the hardest working students. They just they're different. What I tell folks about my students is some of my students may struggle in English and math class, but they come into these CTE classes and they see where the rubber meets the road, and man, what they do is amazing.
Yep. And it's a chance to make a living through the CTE program.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, I had you on 2 years ago, I think it was. At one point, unless I'm dreaming, you guys used to sharpen lawnmower blades.
Oh, yeah. So we're wrapping that up because school is ending, but every spring, so contact us. We try to start in late January, early February. We service lawnmowers. We did about 50 lawnmowers this year. We changed the oil. We sharpened the blades. We teach the kids how to do all of this. And I joke with my female students. I say, we want to teach you to not have to rely on no man to sharpen your lawnmower blades.
Amen.
So,
that's good. I like that.
But we do stuff like that. And we also build garden boxes and different things like that. So when my students come into the shop, they're welding, they're working with wood, they're doing some basic plumbing, they're working on small engines. I want to have, when my students walk out of my program, for them to be as well-rounded as possible.
And those are dying arts.
Yeah.
I've just read not too long ago, brick masons, electricians, plumbers, welders, heating and air conditioning people. Not everybody's going into those, and
they're retiring. And if you're a young person and you get these skills, you can almost name your price.
Amen.
So I encourage, I think there's two types of people. There's the white collar people who need to understand that when you call out a plumber, what it takes to fix your plumbing, and then a blue collar person, and that's someone who is going to start raking in the money. So I encourage students, take a CTE course.
I got a buddy of mine's kid is 20-some years old back home in West Virginia. So his dad talked him into going the heating and air conditioning route. Didn't want to do it, but he said, in fact, he called me here about a month ago and said, it's pretty funny. He got called in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning for a heat pump went out. Had to crawl beneath the house, he said. And the guy said, because the wife, it's colder than whiz inside the house, he said, whatever you want, I'll write the check. Just fix the heat pump. He said, you know what, Dad?
Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty good stuff.
Idea.
That's pretty good stuff there now. So and that's the way it works.
Sure.
So it's supply and demand, and so there's not a lot of young people going into that. So you're helping them do that, right?
Yeah, we love that. And so they come into the program and they get these different industry certifications, and these are nationally recognized certifications. One of the things is OSHA 10. That's a safety, and they get a card, and they can keep that for the rest of their lives. There's some through Briggs & Stratton, which is a small engine manufacturer. A lot of lawnmowers have Briggs & Stratton engines on them, and they get this certification that they can take with them anywhere in the country.
Wow.
And places like Farm Supply down the road, they need people to service lawnmowers. So yeah, it's great.
Congratulations, sir. It's awesome.
Well,
so
thank you.
You've got over 200 kids in the program.
Mm-hmm.
You're winding things down for school, but you start back up in the fall and start all over again and be ready to go. Huh?
Yeah, and in fact, so I work some during the summer. We have students who come in because there's still some things in the greenhouse. We've got a couple of small animals we take care of. We do some service work with different organizations. One year we did a thing with the Girl Scouts over in Johnson City, and we had different stations, and we taught them about agriculture. So we're still busy in the summer, but we'll reset everything and start back in the fall. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
In closing, away from Elizabethton High School, you're a man of the cloth, aren't you?
Absolutely. Well, man of the cloth. I still can't get used to that, but yes, I attend Lynn Valley Baptist Church. My wife and my children are in ministry there. I'm the family pastor, and so I focus on families and young adults, and that's so fulfilling. I think my teaching is part of my ministry too. The young people are the future of this country.
Amen.
And the families are so important. I think that's sometimes when we look at what's wrong with America, it's the fact that we've lost our families. So
yes.
I love families.
The nuclear family.
That's right.
The way we used to have it, a mom and a dad. It used to be the majority, now it's the minority, isn't it?
Hey,
Unfortunately.
listen, God knew what he was doing when he put a man and a woman together.
Amen.
So.
Well put. Good way to end it. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Show them that paper one more time. It's worth putting on the screen. Johnson City Press. Oh, no, get it up where they can see it. I'll move your banner. Put it right up here, folks. There it is. The #1 CTE student teacher in the state of Tennessee, right here. Our friend Jerry Egan from Elizabethton High School.
Thank you,
well
Tom.
deserved, sir.
Thank you.
Well deserved. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some sports right after this from the Eagle Center, which is right down the street. You're watching show number 2279. They said it wouldn't work. There you go. Last month, Facebook sent me my numbers last night. Over 75,000 views here last month on this show, just because we're out here talking sports and talking to state winners like Jerry Egan from Elizabethton High School. One of the great sponsors of the Tom Little Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabethton, the Eagle Center. Again, it is open, what's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. So many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
Here you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabethton, the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Little Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. We are live here again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing. Go to the website, see that sale going on today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. And then once it's gone, it's gone. So we got some great deals. Got a Chase console, $2,000 on sale for $200. Don't want anybody to come to see that until I get upstairs to see it. So I'm going to block it. So I'm going to tackle you if you go up the steps to see it before I get a chance to see it. So look at Major League Baseball. Who's playing where today? A couple of day games. The Cubs in Pittsburgh. The Cardinals wrap up the series in Cincinnati against the Reds. And Cleveland's got a day game against Minnesota. as does Tampa Bay hosting Kansas City. Arizona taking on the Mets in New York. A lot of day games and the getaway games before you go to the next round for the new weekend series. You have the White Sox hosting Milwaukee today. The Rangers home to Athletics. Under the lights tonight, Washington at Philadelphia. You've got Boston and Toronto. The Tigers in L.A. to battle the Angels. San Francisco hosting Colorado. And that's what you've got going on in Major League Baseball. Travel day for the Braves today. Tomorrow, they open up a series tomorrow night in Atlanta against the best team in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers. So they go from the worst team, the Colorado Rockies. And I say that with authority because Colorado's a paltry 5-25. The Dodgers are 21-10. So there you go. Now, it's kind of a sad day. On the way to school today, I was ragging London on the way to school, and because she knows what I think of the Lakers because I'm a Celtics guy, but I said, it's a sad day. She said, why it's a sad day, Grant? I said, LeBron got beat. Lakers are eliminated. Hate that. I just really hate that. She rolled her eyes. Teenagers can really roll their eyes good. You know that? They can. It's like an art form. Andrew and I were talking about that just a few minutes ago, and he's right. Teenagers can roll their eyes, but I said, LeBron got beat. They're done. Lakers eliminated from postseason play. And so she just rolled her eyes. Says, you don't like LeBron? I said, I don't care about LeBron. I just don't like the Lakers because I'm a Celtics guy. And she said, okay, I get that. So let's take a look at the NBA. Last night, Houston defeats Golden State 131-116. It's 3-2 now in favor of the Rockets. Minnesota did, in fact, go into L.A. and did, in fact, eliminate the Lakers 103-96. What is that, 4 years in a row now? They've not gotten out of the first round. So the greatest of all time, if you go, let me put my glasses on so I can read this. The greatest of all time, if you go by rings, it ain't LeBron James. It's Michael Jordan. So 103-96, Minnesota moves on. Lakers eliminated. Golden State and Houston will play Game 6 tomorrow night in California. Golden State's going to try and bounce back and win it tomorrow night. Tonight in the NBA, you've got the first round of New York and Detroit, opening round of the best of 7 there. And then the Western round, you have, I'm wrong, I'm sorry, they're still playing, not the first round. The first round going on, it's 3-2 in favor of the Knicks. They'll play tonight in Detroit. And Denver and the Clippers will play in L.A., and Denver trying to eliminate the Clippers. They lead that series 3-2. So the Celtics have moved on, Cleveland's moved on, Oklahoma City's moved on in the NBA playoffs. But those games are going on tonight. New York and Detroit, Knicks lead at 3-2. Denver at L.A. to battle the Clippers in the first round of the Western Division. And the the Nuggets lead that one 3-2. So, and we told you about what's going on in baseball. The National Hockey League tonight. On the ice, Toronto skates at Ottawa. Toronto leads that series 3-2. Vegas up 3-2. Will skate in Minnesota against the Wild tonight. Dallas up 3-2 in Colorado, skating against the Avalanche. And Edmonton at home tonight. The Oilers up 3-2, hosting the LA Kings. So there's all four of those could potentially be over after tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs of the National Hockey League. Back to baseball, the New York Yankees. Wow, the Yankees. What a month for Aaron Judge in the month of April. Good night. This guy was on fire. Let's see what was his numbers. He hit 10 home runs in the month of April, batted .427, the best in the major leagues. And so Judge on his way to another MVP award because the guy's just knocking the cover off the ball. Off the ball. I'm telling you, he is on fire right now for the New York Yankees. Let's run down what's going on in baseball today, the high school baseball. It's tournament time. Got to showcase and really focus in on this. So you have in the 4A baseball tournament going on today. You have, we told you earlier how it's going to go. It'll be Science Hill and Daniel Boone at 5 o'clock in 4A baseball at J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. The following game will be Westridge and Dobbinsville at the host school at 7:30. That team that loses that game is out. Season's over. That's in 4A. In 3A, Crockett eliminated last night in an upset. Sullivan Easton lost 10 in a row, but they bounced back to eliminate the number 4 seed as the number 5 seed wins 7-2. East will play the Cyclones. That's our game at 4:40 this afternoon, audio only. The second game will be number 2 seeded Tennessee I, number 3 seeded Unicoi County at 7:30 tonight. That again, as we said, is in the 3A baseball being played at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. So for today, you have in the 2A, see if I can figure this out and decipher this because they're playing this pods and they're not out of it yet. You got South Green and Hampton and Happy Valley and Johnson County playing in 2A baseball today. And single A baseball, you have, let's see, where is it? Single A. Here it is right here at Cardinal Park. You have number 1 seeded University High and number 4 seeded Cloudland play at 5 o'clock. Number 2 seeded North Green, number 3 seeded Unaka at 8 o'clock tonight. Both those again at TBA Credit Union Ballpark or Cardinal Park in Johnson City. That's all in baseball. Now, softball, see what's going on there. Softball, the tournament is 1 game today in 4A. It'll be number 3 Dobbins Minute, Lady Indians hosting number 4 Daniel Boone at 5 o'clock. That's at Indian Highland Park in Kingsport. The 3A tournament, the one play-in game there today will be the Lady Vikings of Tennessee High at number 4 seeded against the number 5 seeded Lady Patriots of Sullivan East. That'll be tonight or this afternoon. Nope, I'm sorry, it's tonight at 7 o'clock. That's what's going on there. Then the 2A and the single A softball will be coming up again on Monday. So we'll worry about that on Monday. So that's what's going on there. All right. So we are here live again at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings where, hello, ladies, we've got a big Mother's Day sale going on. So they got all kinds of deals going on. You can go to the website, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, and check it out on, hope they don't go up steps. That's where that chair is. I don't think they went up the steps. So I can get up and look at that thing real quick. I need to do that. So if I want that thing, I can get it and say it's a $2,000 Chase console for $200. Yes. Oh, they're asking about it. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to run up the steps. I'm going to take a look at this rascal. I want to see what it is. So we'll do that right after this. We'll be right back after this from Lingerfield Drug Center. You're watching show number 2279 of the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Sports and Tom Dillon Sports Show. Pill packs. Tell me about pill packs.
Yeah, so these are good for people take 3 or 4 medicines, just kind of get confused by what they got or may forget to take doses or things like that. Other people that likes them is people caring for parents or grandparents. Makes it real easy rather than having to keep up with 10 or 12 bottles and remembering once a day, twice a day. You just come pick up these packs once a month and takes care of everything.
Show this one right here. There it is. Pill packs.
Mm-hmm.
Even they're color coded, so blue stands for nighttime, right?
Yep, that does.
So you'll do this for anybody?
Yeah, sure can. We can do anything just from once a day packs, all your medicines of the morning. Can do them 2 or 3 times a day, up to 4 times a day. For people, it takes 4 times a day medicines. But they're real easy to punch out, so you can just punch them out. That's your dose for the day or the time. And on the front of it's got an information page. It's got pictures of each medicine, tells what it is, and which doctor you got. So that's something when you go to doctors or a hospital or something like that, you don't have to try and remember what all you take or wait till they can get a hold of your pharmacy. You can just rip that page off and it's got all your medicines on there. So it keeps it real simple.
And if you're traveling and you don't want to take that whole thing, you just tear out the 3 or 4 days you're traveling, or the week at the beach or whatever, and they stay intact, and so you don't take the whole 30-day supply, just take as you need and they tear off.
Yeah, sure can. And something else kind of similar to that, what we've heard from a few people, taking a lunchtime medicine, especially if you're still working stuff, because you don't want to carry 3 or 4 pill bottles to work, or if you put them in a Ziploc bag or something, they'll get crushed or lost. But you can leave your morning, night at home, just rip off a single noon dose and take that with you, because those little pockets, they're strong enough, you know, if you throw it in your pocket, your pills aren't going to get crushed or anything like that. So
pill packs. Pill packs. Good. Another way customer service here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media, where do we find you?
On Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
What a neat concept. Pill packs from Lingerfield Drug Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Didn't get a chance to get up there. Got too much going on, but I'm going to get up there in just a second. But I do want to talk about NASCAR. They're racing this weekend in Texas. Texas Motor Speedway triple hitter. On Friday night, it'll be the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the SpeedyCash.com 250 on Friday night at 8 o'clock. On Saturday, the Xfinity Series, the Andes Frozen Custard 300 at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Then the big race, of course, will be on Sunday, the Worth 400 at 3:30 on Sunday. The last 8 Cup Series races at Texas Motor Speedway won by 8 different drivers. It's pretty incredible. So parity's the key at Texas. A total of 24 drivers have won a Cup Series race at Texas. 8 of those are active this weekend. Kyle Busch has won 4 times. Denny Hamlin's won 3 times. Joey Logano once. Austin Dillon once. Kyle Larson once. Tyler Reddick once. William Byron once. And Chase Elliott won it just last year in 2024. So, in fact, Rick Hendrick Motorsports, those guys have dominated. Hendrick's won 3 of the last 4 Texas races with 3 different drivers. Chase Elliott last year, William Byron in 23, and Kyle Larson in October of 2021. Chase Elliott, again, had a 37-race winless streak snapped. So, let me re-say that again. Chase Elliott's most recent win came at Texas last April. His current 37-race winless streak is his second longest of his career, behind the 42-race winless streak he ended at Texas last year. There you go. Brad Keselowski finished in the top 10 of the last 6 Texas races, so he's a good chance to win this race again this weekend. Keselowski also winless at Texas, but has 3 runner-up finishes. So he's got, 6 top 10s and 3 runner-ups. So he's knocking on the door, Keselowski, to win this thing. Chevrolet's won the last 4 Texas races. And a total of 27 different drivers have won the pole at Texas. 6 of those active this weekend. Keselowski, 2-time pole winner. Kyle Busch once. Austin Dillon once. Ryan Blaney once. Bubba Wallace once. And Kyle Larson once. And so the race at 3 o'clock on Sunday at Texas Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series. Again, it will be the Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway, the mile-and-a-half asphalt oval. They'll drop the green flag at 3:30 on Sunday. The Xfinity race will be at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and the truck race is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the SpeedyCash.com 250. So there you go. That's what's going on this weekend in the world of NASCAR. One of the big events every year on the sports calendar, the Kentucky Derby, is this weekend. Yeah, we're going to break down the horses and the odds-on as who's going to win. They'll run it coming up, of course, this coming Saturday. It's always the first Saturday in May, and so here it is, the Kentucky Derby, a $5 million purse at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. Wow, Churchill Downs of Louisville, the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby. Wow. So we're going to take a look at the odds-on, where they are lining up as far as, 20 horses? Tell you who's the odds on to win the Kentucky Derby, the first jewel of the Triple Crown, coming up again Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, again at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll do that right after this from the Jeweler's Bench. We're here live at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings where they got the big sale going on. Hey, man, how's it going? We'll be right back after this from the Jeweler's Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the owner of the Jeweler's Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why trade at the Jeweler's Bench?
So we've been in business for 26 years. John is the jeweler. Everything is done here. It stays here. We do not send anything out. You go and buy from Zales or somewhere like that, you've got to send it off, and it's 4 weeks or whatever. But if you have any issues with your pieces, then he's here, and you can talk to him face to face. We've got great employees, great customers that have become pretty much family, and we are, like you had mentioned, on some of second generation of people coming in. I think it says a lot being in business in a small town for almost 26 years.
Yep. You served your mom and dad, and now the kids are grown up, and you're serving them now. Take care of their jewelry needs as well. So, they're running the full slate. Watches, rings, Pandora. Oh, gosh. What else? You've got the Glock. You've got the Bearing watches. You got the G-Shocks. What else you got? What other watches?
So we have watches. So you said Citizens, Bearing, G-Shock. That's it. I've got a new, some new bearings coming in soon.
So, full line of watches, full line of everything you need right here. The full-time jewelry store with the jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench. Hours are open.
So we're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Great sponsor. Been at it a long time. We love promoting the Jeweler's Bench right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show. Pill packs. Tell me about pill packs.
Yeah, so these are good for people take 3 or 4 medicines, just kind of get confused by what they got or may forget to take doses or things like that. Other people that likes them is people caring for parents or grandparents. Makes it real easy rather than having to keep up with 10 or 12 bottles and remembering once a day, twice a day. You just come pick up these packs once a month and takes care of everything.
Show this one right here. There it is. Pill packs. Even they're color coded, so blue stands for nighttime, right?
Yep, that does.
So you'll do this for anybody.
Yeah, sure can. We can do anything just from once a day packs, all your medicines of a morning. Can do them 2 or 3 times a day, up to 4 times a day. For people, it takes 4 times a day medicines. But they're real easy to punch out, so you can just punch them out. That's your dose for the day or the time. And on the front of it's got a information page. It's got pictures of each medicine, tells what it is, and which doctor you got. So that's something when you go to doctors or a hospital or something like that, you don't have to try and remember what all you take or wait till they can get a hold of your pharmacy. You can just rip that page off and it's got all your medicines on there. So it keeps it real simple.
And if you're traveling and you don't want to take that whole thing, you just tear out the 3 or 4 days you're traveling, the week at the beach, whatever, and they stay intact. And so you don't take the whole 30-day supply, just take as you need and they tear off.
Yeah, sure can. And something else kind of similar to that, what we've heard from a few people, taking a lunchtime medicine, especially if you're still working stuff, because you don't want to carry 3 or 4 pill bottles to work, or if you put them in a Ziploc bag or something, they'll get crushed or lost. But you can leave your morning, night at home, just rip off a single noon dose and take that with you, because those little pockets, they're strong enough, you know, if you throw it in your pocket, your pills aren't going to get crushed or anything like that. So
pill packs. Pill packs. Good. Another great customer service here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media, where do we find you?
On Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
What a neat concept. Pill packs from Lingerfield Drug Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look what it hit. This is it right here. I went and got the picture for you. So it's called a Console Chase reclining sofa, $2,000. Here it is for $297. Get this fan out of the way. There it is for $297. Regular sit up in the corner. $2,000. Got one. This is it. One left for $297.77. It's a dual, I guess. Guess what you call it. Console Chase reclining sofa. Cup holders, everything right there. This is the only one you got left for $300 basically. It was $2,000. That's it. So I'm going to make the decision whether I'm going to jump it and go. I'm already getting another recliner, so I may make a double whammy. And I'm going to go look at the console. The TV console he talked about, I'm going to look at that too. So, gosh, I may go in the hole on this trip, but that's okay. Mr. Cannon's here. Daryl, come on in here. Let's do one more time, sir. We're going to talk about this. So, let's see. Can I put these up on the screen? Can you put them up on the screen? Can we show pictures? Can I get it on my, would it be easy to do it on my phone or do it like you're getting ready to do it? Yeah. I can do it on my phone.
Might be better than your phone.
Yeah. Let's do that real quick. Hang on here. This is called live broadcasting, folks, and that's okay.
So is this going to be worth it? When I pull this up, you're going to like what we show you. So Cannon's Furniture. Here we go. And let's see. Show me where the sale. Is this it right here? Last chance sale on this American made furniture. Is this it?
Should be it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Start right there. All right. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, here's the 1377 down to 1277. So you're saving $100 off this one. It's a beautiful sectional. No, I'm sorry, regular $2,600 down to $1,277.88. This is not really going to do total justice, but gives you an idea what it is. So at least you get a sense of the picture. There you go. So there's one. All right. Then here's the recliner I just showed you. I'm not going to do that one again. All right. The sofa and love seat combo. Regular $1,400. Got it on sale for $777.88, and you add the chase for $397, so you get them both. Wow. Made in the USA. Look at that right there. Again, come in and see it. The camera's not going to do it justice, but at least you get an idea what we're talking about. So, and then we go down to, get back here and go back to this one. Try to do two things at once. All right, so this is the twin floor queen bed. Chime in or anytime you want to talk. I'm just throwing them up there for them to see it. So, twin fuller queen bed dresser nightstand for $797.67. Tell us about that one, would you please?
That's been one of the most popular beds we've had. You see the wood grain in the finish to it, which is what most people want. Again, it's made, actually this bedroom here is made in Mississippi. So
There you
it's
go.
American made, and great product, good price.
Again, don't let the camera on the computer, which ain't very good, don't let that fool you. Here's the console. Is this the TV console?
TV console, it's 62 inches wide. So you can put a 70, 75-inch TV on there. And just a great looking piece of furniture. We've got one left at $547.81.
$19.99 regular, $547.81. Only one left in the store. And that's not a switch and bait trying to trick you to get in there. That's the way it is. That's all they got left. So want you to see that one. Again, here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabeth. All right. And we got, here's a Chase sectional with washable fabric. Regular $2,700, almost $2,800, down to $1,719. Here's the picture.
This is a great piece here. You can actually take the cushion covers off and put them in your washer and wash them and put them back on.
Wow.
It's a new feature they're coming out with. Notice the pillows is such a dramatic look to it. Has been $27.66, and with all the discounts, it gets down to $17.19. And it's big enough where it's plenty of family room, but it'll go in just about any size room. It just fits most size rooms.
Here's the one more, or a couple of more here. Buy the sofa for $939.96 and add the love seat for $337.88. Made in the USA. That's what I like. There it is right there. It's American-made products, folks. Just refresh it.
That is a closeout. We only have one of those, but it is in stock right now. So
Got it ready to get out of here and walk out of here with it. So, excuse me. All right, and let's do. This next one is regular $25.99. A power double chase reclining sofa with power headrest. Regular $25.99. Got it on sale for $997. And the recliner for about $200. Wow.
We made a special buy on that. We bought all they had left. We had I only had about 15 at one time, and we're down, getting a little bit low on the sofas, but we have several. So come on in and sit on it and try it out.
Again, don't let the camera fool you here. As far as it's a computer camera, it is what it is. Sofa love seat combo, $19.79. Got it on sale for $974.14. Tell us about this one, please.
It's got a little bit of a contemporary arm to it, and the pillows. You get all the pillows just as shown. Just a great deal. And again, it's made in North Carolina, so not import.
American made. All right, let's go to this one here. I think this is the last one, I believe.
the last one.
Queen bed, regular $1,633, on sale for $787.88. Tell us about this one.
That's a solid wood bedroom. It's the only thing we have on here. It's not American made. It's imported from Mexico, though. So it's our neighbors to the south makes it, and it's one of our best selling bedrooms. We sell a ton of it. Just big, solid wood. Great buy for your money.
So everything I just showed you, you can go do for yourself, obviously. Excuse me, by simply going to Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, Fine Home Furnishings on the Facebook. Website is
cannonshomestore.com.
Okay, so I want to do this here before we get out of here. It's hard to believe this 2 hours is gone. It has flown by. We're getting ready to go set up and do a baseball game coming up here in just a few minutes. So let's do this right here because I want him to tell us again. We do this from time to time, but I want to do it again. I want to record this because it bears recording because he does a wonderful job. So here we go. Talking to my buddy Daryl Cannon, again, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Bailey Sports Show. A lot of furniture stores. Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing, sir?
We have a lot of reasons. We're homegrown. Our kids are in the local schools, local sports. We support as many as we can. We take our money, goes to the local banks, stays in the local banks. And you support local, the money just turns around and just rethunder it back into the community. We've been here a long time, and we are proud to be in Elizabethton. I would never move anywhere else. We love this town, and our kids love this town. It's unusual. Chris and Eric, when they were little, 6, 8 years old, they come to us and say, I don't never want to leave this town. I want to always live here, and they both live here. And you couldn't beat them out of Elizabeth, I don't think. So we live in a great area. We were great people. It's just a great place to live, and we're glad to have a business here.
Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. We can't open on special hours. If somebody needs a late at night appointment, we can do that. So.
How do we find you on social media?
Just put in Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You'll see Facebook. Our Facebook page comes up. Now on Facebook each week we do 10 to 15 specials. It's just super deals. Mm-hmm. So check that out. And then of course our website is cannonshomestore.com. Great website. It's getting better. We are working on it, and it's a good website now, but it's going to be even better in the future.
Great sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, shop and buy it in Betsy downtown at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Boom. Which did a commercial. I like that. So, very good. So, this sale we're talking about today, the Made in America sale, Made in USA sale, today, tomorrow, Saturday, and through closing on Monday. And so, is there typically, you've been here 43 Mother's Day, so is there a trend for Mom for Mother's Day? Do folks come in and buy her beds? Do they buy her kitchen sets? Do they buy dining room sets? What typically is the trend?
Recliners.
Recliners.
People want their mother to be comfortable, and recliners is a big thing. Sofas, sometimes dining rooms, but it's more of sofas, recliners, chairs, to make mama comfortable.
Yep. So look right here, folks. I went upstairs and got the picture, so here it is. That's up close and personal. Look at that. 200 and regular, see in the corner, $19.99. Call it $2,000. One left for $300. Show me again, Tom, what it is. There it is right there. You can see it again on the Facebook. There's a little bit bigger picture of it. $297.77. I'll take it out of here. I love it. That is unbelievable. So, good stuff. Love coming down here. I'm glad you're back.
Glad to be here.
Oh, love promoting this gentleman, his store. He and his wife do a wonderful job, as does Chad and Melissa. The delivery truck's out on the road right now. They're on the road how many days a week delivering?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. So if you come in and buy something, here's the other selling point of this furniture store. Some places you go, because you've told me this in the past, you go and look and go, oh yeah, well, it'll take about 6 weeks to get it. We don't have it in stock. Virtually everything you see in the store is in the stock in the warehouse, right?
95% can be delivered. You can pick it up today, or we can deliver it today or tomorrow.
There you go.
And we try to get it out the same day if you want it. A lot of people are in a hurry. They may, it's like their bedding. They may have slept on it for 30 years, but when they realize that it's wore out, they want to sleep on a new one tonight.
Yeah.
And we're all that way.
Yeah, I understand that. And we want everything yesterday. And if that's your case, and a lot of people are that way, you can get it because it's here, and the trucks leave here every day. And so within how far a mile radius do you guys go delivering?
We try to, about 50 miles is where we're at. Sometimes we do go out longer, but 50 miles is a standard.
Yeah. So if you live within 50 miles, which would put you in Johnson City, Kingsport, Bristol,
Greenville, Tennessee,
Gate City,
Abington,
up that way.
We're just, it's a good circle to.
Yeah. Over the mountain, probably 50 miles is
Western North Carolina. We're over toward Asheville,
Boone,
Mars Hill, Burnsville.
Yeah.
So.
What's the name of the Lee's McRae is in Banner Elk?
Banner Elk.
So there you go. There. And the phone number is
423-543-6937.
You're a cool guy. You know that I like you. He's cool.
We appreciate you. You do so much for our town.
Well, he's a cool guy, I'm telling you. And you want to get him started? We don't have time to talk about it. Get him started about Cooper hitting home runs.
Oh yes, we're proud of him. Him and his sister both. They're going to be softball, baseball heroes, I think.
And you got the other one that plays, I can't remember the boy's name.
Brady.
Plays
basketball.
And the other granddaughter plays.
She plays volleyball.
Volleyball.
And golf.
And her name is?
Abby.
So,
Abby and Brady.
So it keeps them hopping. Kept fact came in the other day, said we're going to here, we're going over to here, going to here. So they're on the move, being grandparents, supporting them grandbabies. Ain't nothing like them.
4 to 5 games a week. It keeps you busy, doesn't it?
Keeps you young too.
Keeps you young. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, he's awesome. So appreciate him very much. We'll take one more break. We'll get out of here, tell you where we're headed. We're going to tear this down and head off to call you a baseball game. We've already been at Westside Elementary with the tour of schools this morning, and we've promoted those great kids there. We'll be at Elizabeth on Tuesday. Then we'll go our final 3 stops. We'll make a stop at Eastside at Harold McCormick and T.A. Duggar before the school year's out. But our first stop was this morning at Westside. Then we're here, of course, and then we're getting ready to head to East Tennessee State to bring you a baseball game. It's going to look like this right here because the TSSAA says for us to flip on and to stream a baseball game in the playoffs, they want $250 a game just for us to turn the camera on and showcase Tennessee student athletes. It's ridiculous. So here's what you're going to see. The whole ball game. We'll paint the picture for you best we can with audio only. We'll do our job, and hopefully you'll be hanging around and listening to that broadcast because it'll be a good one. It'll be the Cyclones, the number 1 team and coming out of the regular season, the first time they won the regular season title since 2021, and the first-year coach Mike Korn. East, who had lost 10 in a row, this goes to show you it doesn't matter. East, the first game, the elimination game, they had lost 10 in a row. They beat Crockett 7-2 and knocked the Pioneers out of the tournament. They're done for the year. So it's East and the Cyclones at 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch, audio only. Keep your fingers crossed. The radar is full of rain, so we want to get those games in tonight. The second game will be Tennessee I and Unicoi County. So all that's at a very, very nice Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State University. What a show place to call ball games. So come back with us. We'll do one more break, and we'll come right back, and we will get ready to truck that way by way of stopping at the Elizabeth High School Future Farmers America. They got some hanging baskets still left for $10. I believe I'm going to take advantage of that. But first, this is from Chick-fil-A on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards them.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're 2-legged or 4-legged.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. Now, I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
There we go. There's Mrs. Cannon right behind us. Wave at us, Mrs. Cannon. There you go. So she's a jewel too. So you look under the dictionary under jewels, and there they are, 2 jewel people. Appreciate them very much. And they're the best part about it, they are brother and sister in Christ, and we appreciate that very much. Speaking of, we always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. It is his show. As I told you, we're up 36,000 views from last year. That ain't me. This time last year, it's the Lord. So it's his show. We give him all the praise and the honor and the glory. So including the verse of the day, let's give that to you right now. It goes like this. It says, James 1:5, if any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. It will be given to you. When we are faced with a decision, we sometimes may be afraid to take it to the Lord because we think he's too busy. He's got other things to deal with. Our problem's not big enough. That's not the case at all. He loves us. He wants to help us. He does. Absolutely. He cares about all of our decisions, big and little. They all matter to him. So when we take them to him, he releases his wisdom and resources to us. And there's the verse, James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without fault, and will be given to him, or in this case, given to you. So that's a good way to end the broadcast. Thanks again to Jerry Egan, the CTE Teacher of the Year, stopped by. The Tennessee CTE Teacher of the Year from Elizabethton High School. Thanks to Andrew McKeon stopping by from Carter County Bank, and certainly Michelle Kitchens from the Arm Ministries, helping folks out here in Carter County and Elizabethton to the tune of 497 families a month. They're located behind Ingalls here in Elizabethton, and they need our donations, need our help. And certainly Daryl Cannon, the owner, of course, of right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. We'll catch our breath, reload, and go back and set up for the third time today and bring you Cyclone Baseball. As the Cyclones, the number 1 seed, taking on the Sullivan East Patriots in the first of a double elimination tournament game. We'll go on there at 4:40 with the broadcast, 5 o'clock first pitch from East Tennessee State. Until then, we'll do as my mom used to say every day, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,279 from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings here in downtown Elizabethton, where the sale goes on, the Made in the USA sale. Yeah, not China, not Pakistan, not Vietnam, not Poland. They're all okay. Those countries are all right. Lord died for all those people. Furniture made in America, keeping Americans working. A USA, Made in USA sale going on through Monday right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. See you back here.